Alright, so today we're going to be assembling the sliding track by Stockroom Supply. First thing we need is this track, so we're going to lay this on the bandsaw with the flattest part of the track towards the blade. Pretty simple. So we're going to grab some 3/8 nuts and bolts, as well as some washers. There's going to be 4 of each of those. So grab the 3/8 bolt. We're going to slide that right in the track there. Same thing on this side. Do the other side as well. And we're going to center the track as best we can. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we got 2 black sections. There's one going to be for the left, one going to be for the right. We'll do the left side first. We got 2 holes here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You got 2 holes. We're gonna have the bolts that are in the bottom of the track right now through those holes. So, set that there. Get this out of the way. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna slide this black angle here right up against the side of my cast table, and we're gonna grab a washer and a nut, and just thread those on loose. Okay, so now that we got these black angles mounted on the bottom of the angle, we just got them loose right now. What we're going to do, we're going to line this track up with the edge of my cast table straight. So I got it pretty close right now. So then we'll take these angles and put a flat against the cast table this direction, and we'll just tighten them up. Wrench here. So we'll snug them up for now, like that. Same thing on this side. And your table should be able to slide pretty easily back and forth like that. So now that we got these black angles bolted onto the bottom of our track, we're ready to put our red pieces on. So I got 2 holes in the bottom here. I'm going to grab my smallest thread piece with the toggle clamp attached to it, and I am going to put it on my left hand side. There's 3 different options here. I'm going to choose the closest option because my table is fairly small, so that'll be the best choice for me. So grab a 5/16 bolt and a washer. Pop these right through the top, and we'll just snug up with these nuts in the bottom here, just like that. Alright, and we'll tighten that real good later. So now we got the longer piece that's got a slot running down the back here, so that can be adjusted for whatever size table you got. I usually like to leave about a 1/4 inch gap between the small one and the big one here. So same thing, you got a couple bolts, so we'll slide those through the top again with a washer on the top, and we will just snug them up with a bolt from the bottom, just like that. Alright, so now we got this basically set up. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go around and tighten everything just to make sure it's all snug, and then we'll adjust our toggle clamp. Alright, so now we're basically ready to go. I'm just going to snug up this toggle clamp so that when it just puts a little bit of pressure on my outside pieces here. Get a grip on it here. Alright, so go a little further, just like that, so that when I have pressure on it, so I'll need a little more, and actually my table's not going to slide. Don't really got the proper wrench here, but that there, so now she won't slide. So there, your table's ready to go. So you're going to loosen that, slide that back and forth, and tighten it. Alright, now I still got my sliding table on my bandsaw here. I'm just going to show you with the little ripper instead of the round ripper. So I got my claws here and I got a log. I'm just going to loosen this up so I can move the claw up a little bit. So we'll loosen these off. And we'll move this claw up just like that. Just go a little higher. Oopsies. Okay, so now I got them in my claws and we'll tighten them up just like that. Alright, so flip this back around. See how close I got this to straight. I'm just going to use my blade. I'm going to move this out just a touch further and lock that in place. So the same idea, to adjust the depth of my cut, I just slide this table back and forth. I'm just going to take off an edge here, lock that in place, and slide her through. There's my first cut. Now same thing, I'm going to move it in about 1/8 of an inch. Got a nice little veneer here. Now you're going to have a perfectly perpendicular and parallel cut. So you can see exactly what I did there, and you can see how accurate that piece of wood is. So yeah, that's the little ripper with the sliding table.